member, thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another pick a card on where are you headed. We have 3 piles. The first pile is the threshold. The second pile is the creator. And the third pile is the maiden. So take your time. The links to the piles will be in the description box below, as well as if you want to skip me reading the cards. And I will give you a few seconds and then we'll get started. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So today we're doing a pick a card on where are you headed, and you pick the threshold. We also have 51 stars in the sky, limitless possibility, resin, virgin's milk, number 1, a tidy house, clarity and organization. We have the patron, mentorship and finances, acceptance and impartiality. Okay, Pile 1, I feel like you are at okay, so you know how we have the threshold card? I see you stopped at the threshold of a new beginning. And I feel like you don't feel like you're ready in some way. And I feel like you don't feel like you're ready because I feel like I just kept getting this feeling of terror and fear, and also with this clarity and organization and resin card, it's you and virgin's milk. You want to I'm getting this feeling of really wanting to clear out either old trauma, maybe your lack mindset, maybe fear, or people around you. It could be people around you. There's something that you really want to clear out that I feel like you're having a hard time clearing out. And also, I also feel you're indecisive about something. I don't know what that is yet. I need to get more into the tarot to figure it out. But you are looking at a new beginning, and I would say feeling apprehensive. And I don't know why. I don't know if you know why. And I do feel like it's a bridge of some type. You want to create a bridge to get somewhere else, but you don't know how to create that bridge for yourself. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting. I do want to get into the tarot, and I know I'm going quick in the tarot, but I kept feeling I'm missing something. I just feel like I'm missing something, and I just kept feeling I'm not ready yet. Yeah, you may know that you feel indecisive about this or have felt indecisive about this. I'm getting this feeling it may be very difficult for you to change, or which is not a bad thing. I have a very hard time changing too. You may be a fixed sign or have a lot of fixed placements, or just have a difficulty when things are unknown, or you kind of, I keep getting this feeling I want all the information, and I don't know if you're able to get all the information without putting your foot in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's you just need to dip your toe in and see what happens, but I don't know if you're gonna let yourself do that. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting. And it's more of an emotional thing. It's more feeling emotionally safe than anything else is what I'm getting. You want to feel emotionally ready, and you don't feel emotionally ready, which is fair. And of course, everything is your choice on when and if you want to make this choice or not. But I am getting just this feeling of I don't know what to do. I don't know how to prepare myself. I don't know what's going to happen next, and it scares me a lot. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Okay, I want to get into the tarot and see what happens. Yeah, I feel because here's the thing, right? Whatever you want to go after, it feels there's either you want to go after a what's it called? A certain specific opportunity, or you just want the ability to have the fire energy that's available to you not be blocked off in going after possibilities. Okay, so what's the 7 of Pentacles? Ace of Wands. So yeah, there's an opportunity here that you want to keep going for. But it's something, it looks like something you built. Okay, we have 2 people here showing up. We have Queen of Pentacles and King of Wands. Okay. So I'm seeing a relationship here between 2 people. Something that could be from the past. Some of you could have this relationship with this person, and I'm also getting some of you may have had this relationship with them in the past, or it's more of an energetic relationship is what I'm getting. What's the 7 of Pentacles? 6 of Wands. Okay. So, okay. 10 of Wands. Yeah, okay. Someone's feeling overwhelmed. I don't know if it's you or them about either continuing giving or giving, or maybe you're just overwhelmed with other things. Hold on. It's I'm getting this feeling I really want to create long-term happiness. I feel like you really want to create long-term happiness. I feel I don't know why I keep feeling like there's a block to that. And I don't know if this relationship has anything to do with that. 9 of Wands. Okay. 6 of Wands. We have 2 6 of Wands. It's interesting because, like, okay, when you get a win in something and when you feel publicly recognized even or just celebrated, it's just like feeling like people are noticing you, right? You have the 10 of Wands and you have the 9 of Wands, which to me is like, okay, I'm overwhelmed by being seen in this certain way. Maybe it's in a relationship, or I'm afraid of being vulnerable in this certain way because of something, right? And in your wounding. So like, it's interesting, right? Because it's like, you have 2 wins here. This is whatever this relationship is, seems to be connected to it. You have, like, I don't know, but you feel overwhelmed and wounded. So the wounding looks like it's overwhelming you, and it has something to do with giving. Oh my gosh, my heart. What was that? I got this really like feeling, like, you know what I mean? Like surprise or something. The Fool. Yeah, okay, so here's, you want to start a new beginning, but you feel overwhelmed. Okay, here's the thing. I keep feeling like with this pile, I want to get deeper and I can't. It's like, I don't know if you're having a hard time getting deeper with yourself and there's this, you're experiencing a block within yourself that's hard to get deeper to, because I'm having a hard time like figuring out like why there's this undertone that I'm feeling that's not showing up. And it is showing up a little bit, like with the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Okay, what's this new beginning? Well, some of you are afraid of getting emotionally abandoned is what I'm seeing, or emotionally disappointed in a new beginning. And that may be stopping you from going after this new beginning. Okay, I feel like, what am I missing? I need, what am I missing? There's a 10 of Swords. Okay, I was like, I'm missing something, and I put it over the King of Wands. Okay, so you feel apprehensive about starting a new beginning. I'm getting that you might be more in this reading the King of Wands, but you could be the Queen of Pentacles. But either way, there's a relationship here. And I don't know where it stands, which is so weird. Like, I'm not getting like a, you're together, you're not together, you're energetically together, you're not together. I'm not getting like a clear sense of what's going on in the relationship, which I think is odd. But that's okay. It's like, it is, I don't know why I'm not getting it. And there's a reason for that. So I don't know what that means, right? For each of you. But there is a sense of like, I can't get a grasp on what you guys are doing in the 3D. You guys have the 7 of Pentacles, I think, but I don't know. This could be something else. What is the 7 of Pentacles? Is it this relationship? Give me the Lovers or something if it is. King of Swords. Okay. This looks like a different energy. What's King of Swords? The Lovers. This, Some of you could be dealing with someone else, or they could be dealing with someone else, or they could have something with someone else, or they could have, like, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be like a job. It could be a third party of any kind. Job, family, project. But we have the Lovers here, so I don't know. What is this King of Swords on the Lovers? 7 of Cups. There's confusion over a prior commitment for somebody. And I don't know if that's you. I don't know if it's them. But there's somebody that has a prior commitment. So then I'm getting that this is separate. Because I'm like, I don't feel like the 7 of Pentacles was you guys. I just didn't. But maybe it is. Okay. Besides that, it just like looks like there's some confusion around something or somebody else that doesn't look like it's the King of Wands or the Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting that you are like, I'm really strongly getting that you're the King of Wands. But you could be the King of Swords. Okay. Regardless, I think that this long-term happiness piece, it's like, okay, so anytime you tried to go after long-term happiness, long-term emotional fulfillment with other people, you were deeply wounded and deeply betrayed, which is making, I think it's covering, like literally see how it's covering this win and it's below your wounding. I think that this 10 of Swords is below everything that I was trying to get to. I don't really know what's going on with the relationships here. This is odd. This right here is odd to me. Can I see the Queen of Pentacles? Can I see the Queen of Pentacles? Or maybe this is just somebody else in their energy. I don't know. There's 8 of Wands, King of Cups, the Hierophant. I feel like you have so many people in your reading and I don't understand why. Like, why is there so many different energies and they're all different? Okay, what is this King of Wands? Six of Swords, Magician in reverse. Why the Magician in reverse? Wow, okay. Okay, I know I'm covering everything up, but it is what it is. I think I feel like I need to. Okay. So if you are the King of Wands, which I feel like you are, you could be having a hard time manifesting to calmer waters. Why? I think it's because it's Ten of Swords. Why? The Devil and the Empress. Oh my gosh, what's the Devil and the Empress? Empress is like everything that's nurturing. And the Devil is the thing we give our power away to. Okay, so what I'm getting for this is that you may feel like you have a hard time manifesting or don't know how to move to manifesting calmer waters because nurturing in the past, specifically nurturing, even motherly energy, was something that was used against you. So like, yeah, something that was used against you. Like either a person who was pretending to be nurturing was painful, hurt you, or anytime you try to nurture long-term happiness, there was always something toxic attached to it. Like you always picked partners that were toxic, or the dynamics that you had were toxic, or even your family in some way was toxic when you were younger and a nurturing energy was toxic towards you. I'm getting it's like nurturing specifically was toxic, or nurturing long-term happiness somehow always ended I'm hearing wreckage, always ended in wreckage. But you're going through the death process. So you don't feel ready right now to manifest, and you don't feel ready maybe to step in this new beginning with a person, with a job, I don't know. I just get this feeling that you don't feel ready. And it's because you feel like you've been betrayed over long-term happiness. And every time you nurtured something, it ended up in toxicity. But all of this is going through transformation. So where you're releasing the betrayals over long-term happiness. You're trying to. I'm seeing you actively try to look at this, which is hard. I know it's really hard. You're actively trying to look at long-term happiness and where you were betrayed specifically in your family, maybe in past relationships, things that ended were shocking, intense, toxic, betrayal. Like that's kind of the thing I'm getting. You're trying to heal that. You're also trying to heal your wound towards nurturing something even. Oh, that could also be it. Anytime you feel you can't nurture things because you're afraid, because it's the devils are fears, but it's fears based in trauma responses. It's fears based in things that are not reality. So that also could be it. Like you feeling like you want to nurture something brings up extreme fear in you, because again, I think it goes back to even just nurturing in general and how it's led you to feeling betrayed and like you feel like you can't move forward because there is this devil in front of you of this fear, right? And I'm not getting it as like a behavior. I mean, it could be a behavior as in like avoiding, but I am getting it more like fear, just intense, terrified fear of a new beginning, because you feel like every time you took a chance to go towards your long-term happiness, you were betrayed. Every time you nurtured something, you felt like it was like, yeah, it was like not met with the right kind of people, or the people that you nurtured took advantage of your nurturing, specifically your nurturing energy. But it's all going through a transformation. And so you may be feeling, I just keep getting this feeling of like, I want to hold on to something. Like I want to hold on to something. I don't know what it is. You want to hold on to something, and out of a place of fear. And that's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's just, I'm just noticing it. Okay. I do want to get like, okay. Do you want these ones? Okay. Where are we headed now? Like, okay. So you're going through a transformation over your nurturing, over your long-term happiness, over your betrayals. You're really wanting to move to calmer waters, but you really don't know how to get there. It's like, I'm getting this feeling like I don't know how to get to calmer waters with this. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So how do I help you? How do I help you? Yeah, Spirit's saying look at the heartbreak. I mean, the heartbreak. Three of Wands. Why did I say Three of Wands? Interesting. Three of Swords. I didn't even want to say swords. Really, I almost forgot the word swords. Interesting. So your thoughts may be really overactive right now. Yeah, look, it's saying look at the pain of when you equally had equal give and take with relationships where you nurtured something or someone was nurturing towards you and they broke your heart. That's what needs to be looked at specifically. I am getting this feeling like you don't know where you're going, and it's okay. It's like, that's what the death process is. The death process, you're also going through a death process around Libra energy. So this would be, balancing, give and take, right? Equal give and take with balancing. It's like, you maybe experienced extremely imbalanced relationships before, or extremely imbalanced connections, specifically connections and specifically things that you wanted to nurture that ended always in heartbreak. Like, I can't tell you enough. Like, that's what I'm feeling the most. And the swords, Scorched Earth Tarot, talks about the swords and how she always thinks it's crazy that this is a swords card, but it really makes sense because it's our mind in some way as well as our heart, and it's the act of the mind that hurts the heart in some way. And so I think that there's a lot of thoughts going on, and it's probably really hard to get connected to your heart right now, because I was feeling this, like, I need to get out of this, and I was elevated up at the surface at your reading, and then I finally was able to get down into it, but it took a lot of work to get there. And so you may be experiencing difficulty in getting to the like core of like what this is. And I don't mean like you don't analytically understand it. I think you want to understand this all analytically, cognitively. I think you get this. I think you even know what I'm saying. I just think that there's a difficulty going like deeper within you, like getting to your heart, the heart of the core of the issue. And I do think that somebody is triggering this within you. I don't really know what this is. This confused me a lot. This King of Swords, this Lovers, and this confusion. Like, do you have a possibility of another person and are you looking at two people? Are you looking at a job and a person? Are you looking, you know what I mean? That could be it. I don't know why this bothered me. This bothered me. I was just like, what is this? Like, I don't know why it bothered me a lot. So I don't know what that is. Like, okay, really? You want me to go there? All right, what is it? What is this? Queen of Swords. Something you're, okay. Okay, wait. No, that's the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Is this, so are you just pointing me to there may be confusion in one relationship? I don't know why. Okay. What's this King of Swords and Queen of Swords? What is this? I don't understand what this is. There's a conflict about moving forward. Okay, so it is about this. You got the Six of Swords twice, and now I'm getting it again. Okay. I'm like, I can't figure out, this is a different relationship, but then when I got counterparts and the Lovers, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands, I think it's the same relationship. It doesn't have to be though, but I am getting that there's a conflict because maybe this person is, okay, wow, I'm getting it now. Okay, so the person, okay, if it's a person or a job, try to put it where it goes, but there's a person that you want to connect with, and they are feeling really confused and conflicted about this because they want to go for this just as much as you are, but they feel like they don't understand. They know that you are confused, and there's a, they know you're confused. Yes. The High Priestess, I get this feeling that they are really connected to you intuitively, and you're really connected to them intuitively. I'm getting very strongly you guys are very intuitively connected. Whoever this is, there's some, okay, so for the reader, I'm getting that you really want to go for something with somebody, but you feel like you're not ready yet. And I totally get why. There's a lot of things. You're going through a transformation. You don't feel like you're ready yet. I can't get over it. You don't feel like you're ready yet, and that's okay. And it's because you're trying to heal a lot of things, and you're going through, I'm hearing a dark night of the soul. So you may be going through like one of your first spiritual awakenings, or a spiritual awakening again. There's a spiritual awakening for sure happening here within you. I'm getting it really strongly. And so because you're going through a major transformation with death and possibly a dark night of the soul, which is very painful, there's a lot of things that need to kind of turn. And I'm getting that you need some time. And I don't, is this person willing to wait for this person? Yes. Yep. The Sun, the new beginning, and the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups and a new beginning. The Ten of Cups and a new beginning. I can't get over it. Oh my God. That was so cute. I can't. That was so cute. Okay. So this person really wants to be with you. Clearly. They know that I'm getting the sense like they know that you're confused. They know that you're not ready. I'm getting a sense like they know you're not ready, but I'm like, are they willing to wait? That's a yes. I got the sun, but here's the thing. This person really feels like intuitively called to wait for you. It's not like out of a desperation. It's not out of like a place of fear or like trauma. Like, I'm getting it's very healthy. I'm getting it's a very healthy, like, I know kind of where you're at. I'm getting this feeling like I know where you're at. And this is my long-term happiness, and I really want to start a new beginning. I am feeling a little bit of conflict though. What's the Five of Wands? What's the Five of Wands? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it is. It is the Queen of Pentacles. Remember we had the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, what is the Five of Wands though? Maybe they know, I don't know. Hold on, wait, before I say that. They know that you're experiencing a tower in some way. Okay. They know you're experiencing a tower in some way. Around your self-worth. Can I get the Tower? Yep. Holding back because you've been emotionally disappointed. King of Cups again, which was under this other one. And rebalancing. They know that you're trying to rebalance emotional disappointment around holding back from this. They get it. I'm getting a really strong feeling like they know where you're at. Even if you haven't told them, I'm getting that they feel like, I mean, they may not feel like they know everything, of course, but I am getting that they feel, they feel like, they feel like I feel like they kind of get it. Like, I feel like intuitively they understand what's going on. I get that you may not be saying much to this person, and you may be holding back from them. Okay. I don't think you've made up your mind yet, so I can't really say where you're headed. You know what I mean? Like, I think you're definitely headed, and you're in a transformation right now. You really are trying to focus on your long-term happiness. You're trying to figure out how to be ready. You're trying to purge a lot of old wounds around trauma and betrayal and endings that were around nurturing and fears. You're trying to confront your fears. I think it's very overwhelming for your nervous system to even go near this. I don't know why, but that's a thing that's coming through. And I think that look, they know that you're rebalancing your Empress energy. Okay. What's the advice for pile one? Can I get some advice? Go within. The Hermit. Go within. Look at why you're stuck. Yeah. Look at why you're stuck. And also realize that it's just your mind that's stuck. Which is not, when your mind is stuck, it is not like, it's just an easy thing to get out of. Like, this is not simple. This is a very complicated thing that you're going through. I feel like it's around really big subjects, really big subjects. Like, I'm talking about like identity shifts, trauma, healing. I'm talking about the ability to go after what you want. I'm talking about even getting out of the matrix and maybe even more spiritual stuff going on here. There's a lot of spirituality. I think that you two share a very strong bond spiritually is what I'm getting. And you would know this, and so would they. I'm getting very strong bond. Like, you both have a higher awareness intuitively of what's going on here, even if one of you feels like you're not ready yet. Yeah. Okay. Is there any other advice besides going within? There's a need to look at your pain, 100%. And move forward. Wait. Look at why you feel stuck and not being able to move forward. And overwhelmed. Yeah, but you're going, okay, here's the thing, right? You, part of what the death process asks us to do is to purge and to release things that don't serve us. Fear, wounding, overwhelm. And that's only through getting answers. And you can only get answers by, like, getting really quiet and going within and asking, like, hey, how do I heal this? Like, and being very open to whatever guidance you get, even if you feel like, even if you have to sit there for a few minutes, like, this is, and I know you don't want to go near it. I'm getting reminded of that reading I did last time for pile one, which was the grief was like what's that word? Sulfur. The smell of sulfur. You know how it's like stinky, but it's also therapeutic. Their grief was like sulfur. And it's like in their body, and every time it comes up, the smell comes up, they're like, oh, I don't want to go near that. And then, but really the therapeutic thing is to actually go and look at it, like go near the smell, like go look at what's going on. And I feel like, there's a need for deep self-reflection around why you feel stuck, why you feel like you can't move forward. And also to realize that you are feeling overwhelmed because you're going through a transformation right now. And you really are going through a transformation, and it's around a lot of very deep core things that you may have relied on to feel safe. Like, you may have relied on Everything's staying the same to feel safe. Like I do that too. So like I totally understand. And I think you're being shaken up. Like I'm getting this like shaken up feeling. So I don't know if spirit's like shaking you up, but I am getting like there's a lot of walls within you that are trying to come down, and that's a very painful process. And it also is a process that can take a minute. And so I get where you're at. Okay, I want to get some final advice. I also want you, I was getting with this acceptance and this impartiality card. You may be trying to be too impartial about this. I think you need to get more into what your heart is actually telling you, because I think there's a tendency to go within the mind and get disconnected from your heart. I'm getting this like feeling of like needing to go up almost. And I do that too. So again, there's no judgment. Yeah, look, persevere, because you're going to be able to complete this. Like whatever this is, this completion, you need to bury something. And you need to bury like old standing pain, trauma responses, fear responses. Like you need to take a really good look at your like fear, your trauma responses, your avoidance tendencies, like anything like what I've been talking about in this reading, there's a need to bury it. And you bury it by feeling it, which I know is very painful to do, but it's like go into the fear. Like when you're feeling terror, when you're thinking about this, I want you to go into the terror. Like feel it 100%. I know it's uncomfortable, but I want you to go, okay, what is this terror trying to tell me? Why is it here? Why is it stopping me from something I want? Why is it getting in the way? Why am I not able to move forward? Like I need you to start asking yourself really deep questions. Like why is this fear here? And what can I do to make you feel better? That's not like our normal mode of like avoiding or just not looking at it, because there's a deep need to look at this. And I think you're trying to. I think that there's a lot of fear that comes up, and when we experience fear, we do not want to go near it. But again, whoever this person is really bringing up a lot of stuff in you, and the connection feels quite intense, and I think the intention of both of you is very pure, and I think that like it wouldn't be like, what's it called, waking you up, right? I think you woke this person up in some way. I just don't know if you know that. And I think that they're waking you up, and I think you're waking up. And waking up is very hard when you've been, and I'm not saying you've been asleep completely, but I do feel like parts of you have been asleep. And it's the parts that are tied to your fire energy, your ability to just move the way you want to without getting in your head about it. Without, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of been disabled. I'm hearing disabled. Because out of fear, because it was really painful. Maybe you went through a really painful time around some of this stuff. And so it's just, again, looking at it. Okay, is there any further advice? But yes, you persevere. Keep going. As long as you don't give up on looking at this, that is literally the only thing that matters. Okay? I know it may take a long time. I know you may be wanting to go quicker, or you may be wanting to go slower, or whatever it is. I know you may want to get out of this as quick as possible. I know you're hurting, right? But here's the thing, like if you persevere and keep just every day just taking a hit at it, just like a little bit at a time, you will get there. And I think it's a giving up part that is the most dangerous part about all of this ever. It's like giving up on your dreams. It's like giving up on it just because there's so much pain around some dreams we have, right? Like I have pain around a lot of my dreams. But I don't want my wounding to get in the way, and I don't think that you want your wounding to get in the way, and I am seeing your wounding get in the way of something that you really want. And again, I think you know this. I just think that there's I don't know why I'm hearing cognitive dissonance around it. Okay. Any final advice? But you are in a transformation, so I think as if you persevere, you're gonna get what you want. That's where I see you heading. And if you give up, then, you know, of course, that's what you're going to get. But I don't see you giving up. And again, this is really hard not to give up on. You know what I mean? Because in some way, because your wounding is telling you, like, don't even go near this. So it could be easier in some way in the short term to give up on this. But the long term, I think, is going to be harder for you. And so I think that you're trying to be very aware about, like, what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you're moving, and trying to create a better life for yourself, and a life that you can go after, any possibility that you want to go after without feeling like you're holding yourself back because of wounding. Okay. Any further advice for Pal 1? Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. We have despondence. Yeah, again, I am getting like I heard disabled again. So it's like you maybe have like not looked at this in a long time, and so then that kind of sometimes can create like more of like a numbness. Trickery, okay, faith, instinct, and mysticism. Do you feel like faith is some way can be a trick? It can be if the wrong person is using it or the way they're using it. Or did you used to think that? What is this trickery and faith? Maybe someone used your faith against you. Maybe someone used the religion against you. Not even faith, just religion. Which happens. Abundance. With a trickery. And patience. Why is trickery here? I don't understand. Renewal. Oh, okay. So you may have previously thought that someone's faith was a trick. Or you felt in some way that faith in general and religion in general and any kind of spirituality was trickery. Just blanket trickery. I'm getting that you're seeing something for the first time. You're really connecting with something for the first time. And I'm not saying it may be just a little bit for some of you and maybe a lot for others of you. But I am getting this feeling of like, I don't know if I can trust that, because I feel like you've seen people use faith, right? And I have too. And religion as a way to manipulate, as a way to trick, as a way to hurt others. I have experienced that as well. And so I think that you're maybe, I'm just seeing your crown chakra kind of like, see our crown chakra? Crown chakra is the thing that connects you to spiritual realms, right? And so I'm seeing this like opening up. So you, again, I do think that that's part of this transformation. Is that like maybe you're seeing things for the first time in a new way, and maybe that's like opening you up to like new possibilities. And I don't understand what this impatience card is. Maybe I'm not really sure. What's this impatience card? Just be patient with your abundance is what I'm getting, but I don't feel like you're impatient. I feel like you're the opposite of impatient. So I'm like, I don't know. Oh my God. Soulmate, service, workaholic, gossip, self-worth, and dissipating. Okay, so I'm getting with this. So there's there's soulmate and service, but then we have workaholic. So you could be in some type of service, some type of service job. Maybe healing or a counselor, or what else could you be? Anything where you're helping others. It doesn't have to be service oriented, but I'm getting that there's something around your work that has gossip tied to it or drama tied to it, and your self-worth is being hurt, is dissipating. So dissipating means like lessening. So I'm seeing your self-worth take a hit because of some type of job, some type of work that you do, some type, or maybe even not, it doesn't have to be work. It could be just some way you run yourself into the ground. There's people around you in some type of area like that. And I'm seeing like 3 specific people, but I mean, it doesn't have to be 3, but I am seeing actually 3 for some of you. And there's people that are gossiping and creating, or this could be something from the past around, people gossiping about you, even in school. I mean, that could be it too. And your self-worth like took a hit. But I am getting for some of you, it's a current situation that you're in around work or a job or something you put energy into, investing. Something you invest in, there's people around you talking about you, or there's drama happening. Specifically, yes. And it's affecting your self-worth. Do you know this? I feel like you do know this. I feel like you know this for some reason. But you might not. Victim. I see what I'm getting so strong is that like you literally are a victim to these people talking about you. Like that's what I'm getting. Like, oh my God. I don't know what this is, why this is coming through. I'm hearing reject their vanity, because I saw rejection, and then I went vanity, and then I went gratitude. I'm hearing like reject their vanity, reject what they're saying. Like, don't take it on and be grateful for like the fact that you're not them. I'm just getting, it's so interesting how this is coming through. Yeah, be grateful that you're not them, and do not base your self-worth on these people. Like, base your self-worth on people that actually believe in you, that actually like don't talk bad about you behind your back, that like want the best for you. I get the sense that there's somebody around you that's so pure, and you want to be as pure, or you want to be not pure as in like, you know, You get what I mean? Like, you want to make sure that you clear everything out and you're completely ready, is this feeling I'm getting. And it doesn't have to be for a person, but I am getting for some of you it's a person. And I am getting that, like, you're trying to work out whatever this gossip is, self-worth and dissipating is. And I just feel like you're a victim in this. And it's just like really not, and not like a victim, but like a victim. Can't be a victim, but you know what I mean? Some people have a thing with victim. I think there's a grief around it. Okay. Is there anything else? I feel like, is there anything else you want me to say, Spirit guides? Don't give up. You're doing so good, pile one. You're going through a very transformative time. And I'm getting like this feeling of like you're waking up. Like I'm getting a very strong like waking up energy. And so that can be painful because when you wake up in some way to different parts of yourself or even just different feelings, it can bring up a lot of stuff in you. And I think that something got triggered. I think you're experiencing more internally. Like I don't feel like it's externally. Like, yes, there can be external things that are affecting this, but I'm getting like it's a really more internal journey that you're on in trying to heal some really big things. And so give yourself a break, take your time, and you're moving through this a lot better than you think you are. And if you don't give up, you can complete this. You can move to calmer waters. And I know that you're going to move to calmer waters anyways, but I'm just getting like, you can achieve what you want to achieve here if you don't give up. So don't give up, pile one, okay? I love you so much, pile one. I think that's all I have for you, and I will see you guys next time. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. So today we're doing a pick a card on where are you headed, and you picked the creator. We also have the Magician's Sword, Confidence in Your Magic with 37. We have Quicksilver, Mystical Sister. We have 43, Overflow, Overwhelm, and Plenty. We have the Enchanter, Deception and Trickery. We have Expansion and Guilt. Okay, pile two, I am so excited for you because I was like, this is such beautiful energy. I can't even tell you. Okay, so I feel like you are really like cultivating some serious like magic and confidence and breakthrough energy. Like I can't tell you. I feel like you really figured something out. Like you feel better. Like maybe you came out of a hard cycle and you're in a new cycle and you feel better. But I am getting this feeling of like really just having so much energy to create. And just like this overflow of just like really beautiful, loving, kind, nurturing, inspirational energy. Like I can't, like your energy is so like, oh, I love it. And I'm like, it's just like, I see you like really trying to mold something together. And it could be having to do with spirituality. And it could just be helping other people. Like, I just get the sense that you really want to expand to helping others. And or currently working on that right now, and I feel like it's gonna blow up. Like if you're doing that, like whatever you're creating right now is magic. Like I can't tell you enough. And it's because you finally like, I'm seeing you like cut cords with something that wasn't serving you, and I'm seeing you really like grab this sword, which is like having confidence in your magic. It's like I'm really getting like a strong manifesting energy from you. And I am also was getting this, I looked into this enchanter deception thing, and it looked like it was around a relationship. Some of you could have cut off a relationship that was involved in trickery or deception, or maybe you are still dealing with this person. I don't know. I got to kind of see in the tarot. But it could be different for all of you, to be fair. And there's some type of guilt that you're afraid of experiencing. I don't know if you're feeling guilt right now. Maybe you are. I kept getting it as a fear of like guilt of leaving somebody behind, but I don't know, just like in the future, you feel like you may have to leave someone behind, and there's guilt around that was kind of what I was getting. But yeah, I'm just seeing you like in a really awesome energy. And again, I think you worked really hard to get here. I don't think it was easy. I think, and I'm just getting this like super uplifting, like breath of fresh air energy. And I just getting you connecting with like a bunch of different things outside of you, like animals, bees, trees, I'm hearing the heavens, so different dimensions. Some of you could be traveling. I'm hearing wandering between realms. So some of you could be traveling and experiencing more inspiration in your imagination. It doesn't have to be with spirituality, but I am getting like a taste of this. Like I'm getting a taste of that. Interesting. A taste. I want to see what's going on with the tarot. I can't. Wow. I'm just like going to drop these cards. Yeah, you're really focusing on building up your like your stability, your structure, investing in things that only like do well, like only not do well, but not do well. It's more like things that really value your energy. Like I'm seeing you figure out like where not to put your energy, and you're figuring out where to put your energy. And I think it's in really building long-term stability for yourself. Okay, what's going on with pile 2? Six of Cups. I mean, I am feeling a sweetness energy, but I don't know if this is another person. What's Six of Cups? 7 of Wands. There's something you have to stand your ground in, and it's a connection. I'm getting this strong boundaried feeling. Like around something of the past. I don't know if it's connection or your connection to the past, but there's a strong boundary energy and making sure that you're really, what's the feeling here? It's like, I'm on my own. I've got this. I'm standing my ground. I'm moving forward. I'm going, I'm going after this. Like there's this really strong feeling I'm getting from you. And it's like really grounded, but it feels like it's more than that. It feels like a strengthening of your boundaries that you've been trying to work at. Yep. Strengthening your boundaries. I'm getting a very strong, like, I need to strengthen my boundaries. And you have been. I'm just seeing you. I'm seeing like a situation happen to you recently, or situations happening to you recently that is actually helping you strengthen your boundaries. But in the moment, you may feel like they're not. But I'm seeing you like, feel like you're not. Feel like, okay, so it's almost like you experience something with somebody, right? And you get your boundaries stepped on. And you go home and you feel like shit about it. And you're like, God, I can't believe I didn't have my boundary then. Like, da 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 da. But then I'm seeing you actually like look at it. And then you go deeper into it. And you're like, I'm going to use this as fuel to make my boundaries stronger. And that's what I'm getting. Like, that is so amazing. I can't. I'm like, oh my God. Look at you. Like really alchemizing. Really knowing how to alchemize. Like really knowing how to move energy. Okay, so some of you are holding back from a lover situation. I don't know if it's because you have boundaries or because what? Why are you holding back? Or you're holding on. It could be both. Some of you could be holding on and holding back. Okay, what's this Four of Pentacles with the lovers? Oh, wow, look at you. You're working really hard at just trying to focus on yourself and be the emperor. Gosh, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Some of you are holding back from something and I haven't gotten information on it yet. What's this? Why are you, but you're working, okay. It's like, I don't know why, but I'm getting like, I have to hold back from this for now. I'm really just working on myself. I'm really just working on my power. I'm really working on stepping into my power and just using my energy for good is what I'm getting. Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. Hanged Man. I'm getting this as part of this because I was saying that and I'm like, I should have said the other two. What is the Hanged Man about? An opportunity with the King of Wands. Okay, so pile one might have been your person. It could be your person and how they're feeling. I keep getting it in all my readings. Yes, because it was about manifesting long-term happiness. Okay. So there's an opportunity that looks like it's on hold with somebody. Why? Why is it on hold? And you're holding back from it, but I feel like you're also holding on to it. Okay, there's Three of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. We have you indecisive and planning. I feel like you're holding back because you feel like this person's indecisive. But you know that you really want to rebalance, I'm getting with them. I'm getting, like, you know that they're indecisive, so you're holding back. I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling like you know that they're not ready, or you know that they're not, I don't know, they're focusing on something else even. What's the Two of Swords? There's a conflict. Yeah, okay, with the Queen of Swords. I can't. It's so like the other reading. Okay, pile one. I feel like pile one was like your person's reading. And now you're pile two. So it's like I'm channeling. This keeps happening to me. It's never happened to me until now. Okay. Until like recently, like the last few readings. Okay, so this person is feeling a conflict because they know you're being This person is, hold on, how do I say that? I'm getting mixed up again. Okay, sorry, I need to stick with one energy. You feel like they are trying to protect themselves and they're in an indecision and there's a conflict. There's a conflict. Why conflict? The Devil. Why the Devil? Why the Devil? It could be also, I don't know, I'm getting really weird energy. Okay, hold on. What's the Devil? Hold on, let me see what this is. The Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so some of you have two people that you're like, I don't understand. Okay, is that right? Some of you, this could be one person. Some of you could be looking at two different people. Okay, I need to see what the Seven of Swords and the Devil is. Is this the King of Wands? I might need to get other cards to see. Is this King of Wands? The Wheel of Fortune. Hold on. Is this something past? What is this? Ten of Wands and the Fool. No, it is. Okay. It's like this person like knows you're their wish fulfillment, but like keeps talking themselves out of it because of their fear is what I'm getting. Yep. And it's because they're confused, because they're heartbroken about something else, or I don't know. What's the Seven of Swords? But I don't know. What's the Seven of Swords and the Devil? There's a win with King of Swords. I get this feeling like you feel like they can overcome this, is what I'm getting. Because you're the Queen of Swords here. And I think they're the King of... I feel like you feel like they can... I think so. Six of Wands. I think you feel like they can get through this. But I don't know if you feel triggered. Hold on. What's the Five of Swords? There's a lot of deception, though. That's what I don't like about this. I'm like... But I'm not getting it. I don't know if I can't get that card. It's Nine of Swords. It's too far underneath the table. Okay, so fear came out and went on the ground. Wow, there's a lot of swords energy right here. What is this? I need Five of Swords and Seven of Swords. I need like Ace of Wands and Knight of Swords. I feel like I need other cards. Hold on, guys. Why is it so complicated with all the people in my readings lately? I'm just like trying to read like 3 different energies or 2 different energies at a time, which is fine. 2 I can do, but 3 is a little hinky. 9 of Cups and Emperor. Okay. I need you to clarify this for me, Spirit Guides. Why is there 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, the Devil? 10 of Swords. Okay, what's the 10 of Swords? King of Cups. Ooh. You feel like they're trying, they could heal this. That's what I'm getting. The most general I can make it is that there's a person that you're connected to that you feel like is undergoing a lot of fear. Specifically fear and deception around what they think they want. But I also get this feeling like you feel like they also like do want you, or that you know that they want you too. So I don't know. But there's a lot of mental activity going around their Nine of Cups. You guys both got Nine of Cups, I think. Or I just saw Nine of Cups in here. Yeah, it's like I saw the Wheel of Fortune again. So it's like Ace of Swords with the Magician. It's like you know that there's like the long goal. It's like I can see you see the long goal around this and know that like this could work for you. That it could be healed. I think you really believe in this person's healing and believe in them. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, that they're going to have the strength to see the truth. That they're going to have the strength to move forward with you. That they're going to have the strength to get over their hangups about this. I just don't like that there's so much deception here. That's the only thing. Why is there so much deception? Because of a past betrayal of theirs? Why is there so much deception though? Because they're going through a death process. Okay. They could also be dealing with deception around them is what I'm hearing too. What's this? What is this? Scorpio energy? Queen of Swords. Yeah. They're going through a transformation. And you know that they feel overwhelmed. And so you're like trying to give them the opportunity for space, but you're also trying to give them the opportunity to heal. Is what I'm getting. Everything has been such about interpersonal relationships lately. I'm just like, what is happening? Okay. I do also get the sense though that for you, there might be another person that also could be around you, or that you just cut off, or that you cut off like I would say in the last 6 months, 3 months, maybe 3 to 6 months, that had deception around them. Or it could be someone from a really long time ago that you had a really deceptive relationship with is still in your energy. And that could be what this deception is. But I also am getting that it could be this other person in pile 1 that I was channeling. Yeah, because I feel like you guys both want to collaborate for a new beginning, but I just feel like this person's dealing with, they're going through like a dark night of the soul transformation, and they're trying to rid themselves of a lot of fear and deception around what they want, what their wish fulfillment actually is. Like this person could think that their wish fulfillment is something that it's not. And here's the thing. Sometimes we have to go through something we think we want and go all the way with the thing we think we want to realize we don't want it. And then to finally realize what we actually want. It's like, I'm seeing like an unbearing process of the Nine of Cups here. So it's like this person, they think you're their wish fulfillment, but they also have parts of them that's connected to past betrayals that are making them have a lot of fear and doubt in what, if they actually really want this, is what I'm getting the most. Like I'm trying to make it as clear as possible, because I'm not getting that this person is deceptive. Like I just am not. But I also am getting that there could have been another person that was actually deceiving you in the past, that's in your energy, or that you just recently left behind. Oh my gosh, pile 2. This is crazy. Yeah, because you both feel like there's a sweet connection and both want to communicate, but they're holding themselves back because they feel stuck in their thoughts, in their mind. It's like their fears are making them stuck. Okay. What's the advice for pile 2? What's the advice for pile 2? Focus on your 10 of Pentacles. There's a tower going on with their... Okay, so there's... hold on. Is this tower for them or this... I think this is the... Is this the other person or you? Is there a tower going on? I don't get that you're having a tower in your long-term stability. Or maybe you did. What's this 10 of Pentacles? Okay, so it's this other person. Because I'm like, that's the 8 of Swords. We just said... I was just talking about the 8 of Swords being this person's energy. And then, of course, this comes out as like... Spirit's like, this is the other person. They're experiencing a tower with their long-term stability in some way. Their structures, something they put a lot of energy into, something that's a staple in their life. They're having a tower within that foundation is what I'm seeing. What is a tower though? What is it? And it's affecting them emotionally. It's making them feel tied emotionally too. There's sadness around this. There's sadness around this tower, and it has to do with something like it could be a job for some of them, or a role they play. It could be a different relationship. It could be, I'm not getting it necessarily as much of a different relationship as it's like something that has to do with their long-term stability is going through a tower. So tower is like a crumbling of a foundation that actually isn't something that's stable, something that's meant to come down, but it's for the higher good. It's to bring harmony, but it's really intense and painful and shocking in the real time. It's like they either realize something about what their coworkers were doing, or there was something hinky going on behind the scenes, or like, but a tower brings awareness, right? And shock. It doesn't have to be deception and trickery, but I also saw a lot of deception and trickery around this person. So that, I also said that it also could just be that they're around people right now that are, they're realizing they're around people right now that are trying to deceive them. There's a lot of sadness around this because they built a lot of, they put a lot of effort in and built a very strong foundation there. And I'm seeing there's a tower going on there, and it has to do with something that they feel comfortable in, that they've been in for a long time. Maybe they do something, I don't know. They're some way high up in the company, or the even I'm trying to think of what else this could be. It could be a person, but I don't know. I'm not getting it as a person as much. Could be a person, but there's a tower going in there, and they feel deeply sad about that. And they feel overwhelmed by this connection, but they're trying to have the strength to move forward. I'm seeing it. They're holding back still because of the devil. They're holding back because of the devil. That's happened in like pile 1. I can't. There's 100% a connection between pile 1 and pile 2 here that I'm feeling. So if you feel called to go pile 1, go to pile 1. But if you don't do it. Okay, can I give advice for our viewer? I'm like, I don't even see you in this. I'm like, I do see you, but you're just chilling, standing back, and there's all this other stuff. I'm just gonna say crap, but it's not crap. There's all this other stuff going on. Like, I'm getting like how they're feeling, what they're going through, how they're, how they're relating to you and what they're going through. It's just like a lot of what they're going through. And how it's affecting you. But I'm seeing you really hold a level head through all this. Like, I'm seeing you really, like, you're being very mature about this whole thing. I'm seeing a very, like, almost like a holding back energy for you, because you're trying to, I'm holding back energy because you're trying to let them. I feel like you have some type of collaboration with this person right now. Like a 3 of Pentacles, like a teamwork collaboration, or you guys work in the same place, or you guys have some type of real world 3D like collaboration going on. I kept seeing 3 of Pentacles. Okay, I need advice from my viewer. Like, not this other person. What's my advice from my viewer? Yeah, I think I think the ultimate fear is that you're gonna, I don't know. What's your ultimate fear? I don't know. You don't know if they're gonna accept this or not, is what I'm getting. I get it. Like, I get, what's the Sun and the 4 of Cups? You don't want to be abandoned again. I get it. I know. The Empress, 6 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So Spirit's saying, try not to focus on the cups right now that are not available. So it's like, I'm almost getting this feeling of like, this person, I feel like this person's like not ready, or they're like figuring it out on their own, and you're trying to give them space. So Spirit's saying, focus on the things that are right in front of you instead of like what's happening totally with the situation, which I know is hard to do. And I'm not saying don't focus on it. I'm just saying focus more on fulfilling yourself emotionally, nurturing yourself, and nurturing what's equal give and take right now. Because if you do have a 3 of Pentacles with this person, I don't see it being more than the 3 of Pentacles maybe right now. And I hope you're not in a relationship with this person, because I'm like, this would be very hard to... If you are in a relationship with this person, then they may be holding back their energy a lot from you, but still working with you. But they're dealing with a lot of fears, a lot of holdbacks, a lot of just holding back and feeling very afraid to be emotionally vulnerable or move forward in some way because they're going through a transformation. They're going through like a dark night of the soul. They're going through an awakening. I'm seeing they're going through an awakening, and I think you know this. And so I'm Spirit saying again, I think you know this. Try to focus on nurturing yourself, giving yourself equal give and take, and focusing on yourself emotionally. Because I am seeing like you're doing that already, and I think you're manifesting other things. Look, you're manifesting an opportunity. Okay, so can I see where you're headed? Where are you headed? Oh, I love this. You're releasing heartbreak. I love it. That's what I'm saying. Where are you headed? And you're wounding. Oh my gosh. Pile 2. This is what I'm saying. Like, your energy is so clear right now. I'm getting that you just have someone energetically attached to you that's going through like an awakening, that's going through a transformation, that's trying to look at their wounding and they really want this. I am getting they really want this. I think that they keep talking themselves out of it though because of their wounding and their fear and holding back out of fear. Okay, what's this Knight of Wands? And sorry, is there any other advice? Keep releasing your pain. Yes, and what's the cycle? Hold on, before I say that. What's the World? I'm hearing you completed a Saturn lesson. 2 of Wands and King of Swords. Wasn't there a Queen of Swords? So you're the King of Swords. I think that you know that this could be a cycle that's opening up for you, so you're trying to figure out what's going on, which is fair. What's a King of Swords? And there's Lovers coming out and fear. Yeah, you have fear about if this is going to work out or not. I'm getting it again. I'm getting you don't know how this is going to work on the horizon. You don't know if this person's getting like you hope that they will be ready, but I'm getting like I don't know if they will be ready on the horizon. Okay, what's this 3 of Wands really quick? Yeah, I think you intuitively are going through a new beginning anyways. What's this 3 of Wands? 5 of Swords. Hold on. 2 of Swords, stand your ground. So there's, again, I'm going back to, remember when we had that stand your ground and I'm like, you're setting boundaries with somebody? I'm getting that you're setting boundaries around energies that want to win at all costs, and you're not going to remain in you, even if you feel indecisive about standing your ground, and it may be hard to stand your ground in this. I'm seeing that there's something or somebody around you that you feel like you must set boundaries with, and that only brings like chaos in the connection or in your life. What's 5 of Swords? Yeah, you're rebalancing this. Yeah, some of you are oop, that came out too. Yeah, some of you are like standing your ground on a cycle where everything was in balance, and you're really like, I'm seeing either you just close this down, or there's somebody around you that you're setting hard, strong boundaries with. And even if you feel indecisive about setting your boundaries with this person, you're doing it anyways because you feel like this person wants to win at all costs, and you're rebalancing because you know that if you don't, I'm getting this feeling like if you don't set boundaries with this chaotic energy, it's going to affect your balance in the future and your like gifts and manifestations from coming in. Because when we're around chaotic energies, or even energies that don't want us to move forward or want more of our energy, and we give and give to them, we can't give and give to the things that we want to give to, and then that can affect our manifestations. But I'm getting this like really done feeling with this, whoever this boundary person you're giving these boundaries to. And Spirit saying focus on your 9 of Cups. Yeah, focus on your 9 of Cups, and you're the Emperor. Like, this is huge. Like, whatever you did is paying off, and I'm seeing it pay off for you. Okay, I want to get final advice. You want these? Okay. Yeah, it's like I see you, like, healed some long-standing trauma of some type. Okay, what's the advice? Any other further advice? You're heading to a very beautiful place where you're creating a lot. Look, joy. Yes, that's what I'm feeling from you. Inspiration, expansiveness, imagination, joy. Sorry I got into all this relationship stuff. A lot of this is not even you. I'm just getting at someone you're connected to, or 2 people that you're connected to. Joy. Yes, you're heading towards joy. Oh my gosh, pile 2. This is what I'm saying. You really, I'm telling you, you let go of something, or you're letting go of something that was really hurting you. You got through a lot of deception and trickery. You know how to, you're very discerning, and I'm seeing you really want to, yeah, you're having acceptance over everything. I think that what you're feeling the most, like with this person that you would really like to start a new beginning with, that you feel is your counterpart in some way. And even though you have to hold back, I'm getting that you have an acceptance over like, if they're gonna do it or not. I'm getting this like unconditional like understanding from you, like a very higher aware, feel like integrity. I'm getting like integrity. Like if this person makes a choice not to heal this, I can accept that. Like, I want them to be okay. I want them to be happy. I don't care if it's with me. Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. or you know what I mean? Like I only want, I'm getting this like feeling I only want them to heal for themselves, like that. And it's a really beautiful way that you're loving this person. And I just think that you're trying to figure out what's going on with them. And I think that, again, I'm seeing whenever you are creating right now, pile 2, it's going to be so big. Like, I can't even tell you. There's so much magic right now inside of you, around you. You're manifesting. You're trying to figure out if another person's ready to have a relationship, maybe. And you don't know what's going on. And you feel intuitively like you know what's going on. And you're just trying to be patient and focus on yourself. And focus on your long-term stability and your confidence in your self-worth, and making sure that you're choosing people and situations that make you feel good and that don't make you feel constricted, that make you feel expanded. And I do get that this person that you have a counterpart with does make you feel expanded in some way. I just don't know what they're going to choose yet, and I don't think you do either. And I think you're trying to figure out, like, okay, do I wait? What do I do here? I do feel like you want to give them space and see what happens. I'm getting this strong feeling of like, yeah, I want to see what happens. I want to see if we can have a renewal. I want to see if this can be healed. It's your wish fulfillment. It's someone that you really feel connected to, like energetically, spiritually, intuitively, that you really want to like give time to heal. I'm getting like, I believe that they're going to heal. I believe that they're going to make it. I hope they do. And if they don't, like, that's okay too. Okay, pile 2, I love you so much. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So today we're doing a pick a card on where are you headed. You picked the Maiden. We also have 44, Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life. We have the Drowned King. We have Venus. We have 12, Dragon's Horde, protecting the future. We have the Catalyst, radical changes and taking control. We have Soulmate and Impasse. Okay, so I feel like you are trying to focus on making sure that you're having the courage to step into your life. And I do feel, I really don't want to go here already, but I keep getting intuitively called to, like, I feel like there's someone in your energy. And I feel like they're going, like there's some type of ego blow that happened to them. And I don't know how it has to do with you, but I don't know what's going on. But there's something going on within a relationship or a connection that you have with another person that's, and I don't know what it is, but I gotta look into it. But okay, so I keep wanting to go to your energy, and I keep feeling like I'm getting pulled to this person that's in your energy, which I don't know why. But I'm seeing that you really are trying to be as open and loving and kind as you can. And I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting this feeling, like you may feel like you're inexperienced in dealing with something you're dealing with right now. And I keep feeling like it's taking over again. You're trying to focus on your relationships and making sure that you're investing in things that make you feel good. And I'm seeing that you're trying to take control in a situation that you feel like something's going on in, and there's a catalyst that's happening. I feel like there's some type of trigger that's happening with you and another person. And I'm seeing that you're trying to plan, but I'm getting this feeling like I keep coming up to this feeling like I can't plan because something's going on with another person, and you may be in a relationship with them, and it's like, it's getting in the way of your plans. Like there's something going on with another person, and it's getting in the way of your plans. But I don't know what it is, and I want to get into your energy, but I keep getting called to like intuitively go to whatever this is. Okay, what is going on? Because I'm like, what is this? Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, what is this 6 of Wands in reverse? Sadness. Yeah, it's like you really want to have something that you're not getting in something, and you're feeling really sad about it. Like you want to win, but you feel like you can't get a win here. I feel like it's around another person. King of Swords. Okay. There's the Empress. I feel like you're the Empress, and I feel like this King of Swords is someone else. What's this King of Swords? I feel like there's sadness around a relationship. Yes. An indecision. It's like you're giving this person energy, right? And what? It's making you feel indecisive. Every single time you give your utmost love to this person or thing, it makes you feel indecisive. Why? What's the indecision? Opportunity. Yes, I know. Okay. Every time you give love or real world energy, even a little bit, it makes you feel indecisive. And I feel like it's over someone that a past connection, a present connection, something that's sweet. King of Cups, the Lovers, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you guys, I feel like there's somebody, I don't know what this, hold on. Judgment, that's Judgment. What did I say? I said, okay, so there's King of Cups, Judgment, and Queen of Swords. There's some type of awakening going on between you and another person. You're collecting information on it. Or you're trying to make a judgment call on a relationship in some way, but you feel indecisive. Why do you feel indecisive about making a judgment call on whatever this is? Because you keep being left out in the cold. Why? Why do you have 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles? You have an intuition that there's like, you have an intuition that you're going to get betrayed, or that when you make the decision, what? Hold on. I don't know if that's right. Hold on. There's an intuition about something. What's this intuition about? Your 9 of Cups. What's this 10 of Swords? Quickly moving energy, incoming quick energy. There's a 10 of Swords. What is this? 8 of Wands. I'm seeing someone like, you feel like you intuitively, what do you, even if what? I feel like, okay, so you intuitively feel like someone's coming in to say something that's going to cause an ending or a betrayal. Why? Like harsh words even, not even an ending, but just harsh words I'm getting. It's like, okay, it's like, okay, wait, what's the 6 of Pentacles? Collecting information about equal give and take. It's like, what? Okay. Moving forward. Okay. What's the High Priestess about though? And why 10 of Swords? You feel sad because you feel like you can't get a win in a relationship or a collaboration that you have, because intuitively you feel like if you move forward, this person's going to have harsh words for you. Is that what it is? I'm trying to figure out what this is. Help me, Spirit. Or you want to go after, or you want to go after something that you feel intuitively called to go after, that's your wish fulfillment, and this person's having an issue with it. Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay. The Tower. Yes. But then there's healing. Okay. What's his Tower? Strength and 7 of Swords. I don't understand. I don't understand this. Okay. What's Strength and 7 of Swords? Why is this so confusing to me? Someone's wounding is getting in the way? There's a Tower because it looks like every time you try to give to either something that's your wish fulfillment or this person, if you give to this person, you consistently feel like they make you feel bad about your strength and your healing even. Because of their own wounding. It's like this person is, yeah, every time you win, you feel abandoned. Yes, every time you stand in your power, you feel abandoned by this person. I see. I'm like, what is it? I'm like, I need to know what this is. Yeah, every time you take a win, you feel like you have to go in reflection over the relationship, because you feel like when you stand in your power or your strength or your healing even, you feel like they are like, what are they, threatening to walk away from you or abandon you, or they're being mean with their words even? I'm getting like a mean words. I'm getting like a strong, you know what I mean? Like a strong, like, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting like even, or just even passive aggressive. Okay. But you know that this is their thing. I mean, I keep getting this feeling of like, I know this is about them and not about me, but it's still affecting me, is what I'm getting. And I feel like you've done a lot of healing around your own wounding. So you see it's their wounding that's getting in the way, but it's still painful for you. It's hurting you emotionally. And it's making you feel like you can't be yourself, is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like I can't be myself. Because I feel like if I'm myself, or if I stand in my power, or even my intensity of how I am and who I am, This person has an ego death, interesting. An ego collapse around it. They feel like you're attacking them almost. It's really interesting the way I'm getting this. Yeah, and it's like you want to give to a new cycle or move forward with them, but you feel like, I have to cover it up, sorry. It's Knight of Cups with the World. So with the World, so what is, if you give what to the cycle, what? You know this, that they're going to come, I remember it was a Knight of Swords coming in with the Eight of Wands. It's like, you know that if you give to, if you give to the cycle, if you go for this thing that you want to go after, you know that they're going to have harsh words for you. Yeah, you know that they're going to feel overwhelmed and emotionally abandoned. Oh my gosh. Pile 3. What is happening? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. This is painful for you. Yes, I said this is painful for you, and then 5 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, because you want it to work out. Yes, I know. I feel that within you. And you're trying to collaborate with your Knight of Wands energy, but I think that every time you use your Knight of Wands energy, look, it's right below the I don't get a win. It's like this person feels threatened by your fire energy, is what I'm getting. And that makes you feel really sad because you worked really hard. You, specifically Pile 3, have worked really, I'm getting a sense of like someone I love. You worked really hard at your fire energy, and also you're healing around being in your power already. I'm really getting it. Like you've done a lot of healing around, maybe people always thought you were too intense or too much or too powerful, and they got really triggered by your light, right? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. And like you did a lot of work around this, and I'm getting that you may be in a relationship with someone who's very triggered every single time you do that. And so it's of course bringing up your own wounding around that, but it's not about you, it's about them. Like I'm getting consistently it's about them. Oh, I'm so sorry. And anytime you stand in your self-worth, yes. Or even putting your like long-term stability, independence, your independence. They're threatened by your power, your independence. They may be jealous. I'm getting a little bit of a jealous energy too. And they may have harsh words for you every single time you do. It's getting like, giving like almost a little bit competitive. You could have a collaboration even with this person. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but I am getting for a lot of you, it's a romantic partner. But some of you, this could be a work collaboration that you're dealing with. I should have said that earlier, but I didn't. Yeah, or you have an opportunity to collaborate in something that makes you feel is your wish fulfillment that's really powerful for you that you can move forward in. But this person's threatened by your opportunity is what I'm getting. Yeah. I'm getting they're threatened by your opportunity. I'm so sorry, Pile 3. I'm like, where are you headed? On the horizon. Okay, let's see. Where are you headed? Because I feel like that got totally buried between this. Where are you headed? Where is Pile 3 headed? Oh my gosh, look at you. Yes, I'm seeing it. You're emotionally working really hard at your long-term happiness. It's like I'm getting like this really strong feeling of like standing your ground even though it's hard. It's like I'm seeing you really stand your ground and try to collaborate even though it's like really painful to do so. And collaborate with your opportunities even. Yeah, you're moving forward I'm seeing some of you move forward in a different collaboration this one, but I'm also seeing some of you have a different collaboration that you're going to go for anyways, even if you're with this person and even if they're triggered by it. So I'm seeing 2 different situations. Some of you are afraid you're going to have to walk away and move to calmer waters and start a new beginning with a new opportunity because this person consistently is making you feel left out in the cold. Oh my gosh, Pile 3, no, I'm so sorry. This is so painful. And you came up with a 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups twice. 5 of Cups twice. And it's because this person consistently is making you feel bad about yourself because you're standing in your power and you want to go after a new opportunity. You're trying to go to a place and build into your long-term happiness and your stability, and you've really worked on your self-worth. And I feel like this person, I don't know why I keep getting this feeling from you, like this person's like chipping away at all the work I've done is kind of this feeling I'm getting, and they're not. It just may feel like that in the moment. This is just an opportunity for you to keep standing in your power more, and maybe it's so it's like a honing kind of energy I'm getting. Like this is honing you even more in your ability to stand in your worth and stand in your power, even in very personal, because we had Venus here, which is like very personal relationships that should be bringing us pleasure and beauty. And I think that you're trying to just focus on your own opportunity and not get too caught up in this. But I kept getting pulled into it so quickly in the beginning. I couldn't even get into your energy because this other person's energy was like coming through, like, you know what I mean? And you were having pain over it, like definitely pain over this. Okay. What's the advice? What's the advice for this? And you feel indecisive. Yes, because you see this person as your future person. I'm getting it really strong. You really want to be with this person in some way, or you're like upset about how maybe the dream is not, look there's a tower, because it's like they bring harsh words, or they say something, or they do something, or they treat you in a certain way, and it literally causes a tower for you. And I'm getting like, this person, like you're afraid because you want a long-term future with this person. This person's like one of your dreams, you know what I mean? And you want to heal it, but it's not something that I feel like you can heal. But then yet again, they're also affecting you. I'm seeing negatively affecting you and how you're feeling about yourself. Even if you've done a lot of work. I'm getting, and it's not chipping away at what you've done, pile 3. I promise it's not. I'm getting a really strong message from spirit that's not taking away from what you've done. It's just you're just gonna have to. I'm getting this feeling of you're just gonna have to like see how it goes and play it out. Some of you could. This could be. I'm getting this feeling like you've been with this. Some of you could have been with this person for like a hot minute, and now these kind of behaviors are coming up, and you're already kind of like in it. And so you're like, even though you've healed a lot, like you're still, you've gotten attached. And so you're trying to figure out like if you're going to have to leave this behind or not, because you can't. I'm getting this feeling like I can't keep standing for this. I'm getting the disrespect. Like I can't keep standing for this disrespect or the way they're treating me just because they're triggered by me being in my power. Like it's not okay. You know what I mean? And I know it's not okay. And I'm getting like kind of like I'm a little bit angry. Like I'm getting a little anger from you. Like a little bit like, what the F, What are you doing? Yeah, you're I feel like you may be holding back your energy a lot with this person, even if you're in a relationship with them, because I feel like a lot of you are in a relationship with this person. Yeah, I think you just feel sad around because I'm not getting that this person's actively deceiving you. I'm getting that there's like a jealous, angry energy around. They get triggered when you stand in your power. Yep. Okay. Can I get like final advice with different cards? What's the final advice for my pile 3s? How do I help them through the situation? Okay, is this meant to be in reverse? I had them in reverse, so maybe not. Hold on, I'm going to put this back in because I don't know. Well, do you want me to reverse or right side up? Hold on. Yeah, okay, so Spirit's saying, that this person's causing you grief, I think. That's what it's saying. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, what's the advice for pile 3 with the situation? Yep. Realize that it's overwhelming how hard you've worked at being in your power, and keep working at being in your power even if this is overwhelming you. And again, it's not taking away from what you've done. I don't get that. Okay, anything else for advice? Yeah, and look, every time you give a little bit of energy, you feel like it sends you into like you being triggered. And it's like you're giving love. Like I'm seeing you give like really beautiful love energy, even a little bit, and it makes this person like, I don't know what's going on. This person's like really triggered by you for some reason. I'm getting like I'm really triggered, and then you have to go in reflection mode over it. And again, I'm getting this feeling of like you're trying to focus on this because you're trying to figure it out and move through it because you want to focus on other things, right? It's like you're like, I want this to be good. I need to focus on other things. I'm getting that feeling. And again, you have to go in deep reflection over this and see that every time you give energy to this, it's making you feel a certain way. Spirit's saying, how is it making you feel when you interact with them? Pay very close attention to your body and how your body's responding. Your nervous system might be activated by this person just because of the way that they're being. And make a decision to move to calmer waters. I don't know how. I'm feeling like you feel 2 of Swords over this. So how do I help them make a decision to move to calmer waters? Make a judgment call. I'm getting make a judgment call on this, but I don't think you're ready. I get a feeling like I'm not ready to make a judgment call on this yet. The Hierophant, or make a judgment call on stepping into make a judgment call to focus on a different area of your life is what Spirit's saying too. That's also it, but that can be hard when this is happening. I got immediately like I want to get into it, so you may have that feeling too. There's a rebalance. There's a rebalancing happening with your Magician and your Hierophant is what I'm hearing. What's this Magician, Justice, and Hierophant? Whoa. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah, give love to what you want to manifest. give love to where you feel stable and secure, and give love to yourself. Of course, give yourself self-love, but give love to making sure that you're balancing out everything else in your life and you're balancing within yourself first. Make sure you're giving love to your manifestations and where you see the future going, even if it's with this person, if it's without this person. Still focus on your manifestations and focus on where you feel that you are being valued, what roles you feel you're being valued in. Like if you have friends, like if let's say it's a romantic relationship, I would focus on like your job, and I would also focus on like a project that makes you happy, and I would also focus on friends around you and getting closer to your friends and being, again, this is like a being in a role that makes you feel stable and secure and that values you for how much you have to give. And also give to the things that make you feel balanced. That's like small, very small things and very big things. And also give to like where you see yourself going, because I see you're going, regardless of whatever happens with this person, Pile 3, I think that you've been doing so much good work. I feel like you've been healing a lot. You've been trying to focus on your power. You've been trying to step into different manifestations and focus on really good things. And I think that Spirit just wants you to keep doing that. And I do get this feeling like that this situation's kind of like going to work itself out, but I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm like, you may have to walk away from this. I'm getting a feeling like you may have to walk away from this. And I know that can be really hard. Because your fire energy, yes, it's not, I was going to say, it's confusing your fire energy. Yeah, I don't know how to say that. How do I say that, Spirit guides? It's confusing, like, you're like, yeah, okay. So, like, let's say this person has an issue with your fire energy in general. Or they're really volatile, and every time you get, like, intensely powerful, they get volatile, right? So then what does that do? In a relationship, if someone's doing that, getting volatile around you being in your power, that's going to automatically make you want to squish your fire energy, or it's going to make you confused about why you don't feel passionate, or why you're losing interest in things that you once loved. And like Spirit's saying, that you may have to go in deep reflection and consider walking away from this, because it is confusing you. And it's not just confusing you, it's confusing your ability to stand in your power, but also feel your fire energy. What else is it confusing? And you emotionally, yes. It's confusing you emotionally as well. Yes, and it should be something, I keep getting this feeling like it shouldn't be like this. Like if this person was like, okay, it's one thing if this person's like sitting there going like, you know what, I know that I'm triggered and I'm working on this and I'm going to therapy and I'm really thinking about this and I'm reflecting and I'm actively doing everything I can to change it. That's one thing. Now there's another thing that even owns it and says, yeah, I know I act like that sometimes. It's just like I say things when I'm mad, like whatever, like just we'll move on, sweep it under the rug kind of thing. That's different. And I think that Spirit is pointing you to like, okay, where is this person at? Are they even willing to look at healing? And if they're not, then, and you're already feeling left out in the cold and you're already feeling grief over this, there is a need, maybe possibly, to think about walking away. Some of you could be already walking away from this person, but I get a lot of you like don't know what to do. And Spirit's just saying focus on your self-worth, because you've done a lot of work on your self-worth, Pile 3. I just get that this person's making things a lot harder than they need to be. And I feel like you've done a lot of work to get here. I do. I feel like you've done a lot of work to get here. It's just like, I don't think you were expecting this to happen with this person. I think that you thought that this person was maybe a little bit farther along emotionally or spiritually or mentally than they are. And I think that I kept getting this feeling like you might have been with this person for a minute before they like kind of showed you behind the scenes. Like maybe they're very good at like masking their triggers or masking stuff. I don't know, something, right? And I don't think it's like I don't know if it's an active mask. I think it's more subconscious than anything else. But Spirit wants to ask, are they healing? Are they actively saying like, hey, like I know I'm triggered by when you're in your power, and I know that that's not okay, and I know it's wrong, and I'm like working on my insecurities and my, jealousy and my competitiveness and my fear around you being in your power, because they're afraid of you being in your power because it threatens their own feeling of their own power within them. Like they're triggered by you being in your power because they don't feel they have access to that same type of power. They may have other types of power that look like that power, but what you have is actual power. I mean, the Magician, the Justice, and the Hierophant, like, you're amazing, Pile 3, and you have a shit ton of power. Like, a lot of, like, real power that you worked really hard to get. Through healing specifically, you got this power through healing. I'm getting this person has the other type of power in the world, which is more surface power, which could be kind of controlling or thinks they know everything, but it's not real power. Real power comes from deeply felt emotional processing, from trauma, like recovery, from having self-love with the self, and with going after the things that really inspire and light you up. That's real power, and you have that. And so this person's threatened by your power because they have something that looks like power that says your power is not actual power, but your power is the actual power and their power is not. It's just they're role reversing you. Because a lot of people think that that real power is that other way I'm talking about. It's not. That's not real power. Real power comes from deep work. Deep work on the self, and an ability to be humble, and an ability to collapse ego desires, and like unhealthy ego desires, obviously. And it comes through really working hard on the self. And also it comes through very challenging situations. And so I get that this person has a decision to make on if they're going to heal or not. But I also am getting this sense that you feel like they might not, which is why there's a Eight of Cups coming up, because you're feeling affected by this emotionally, physically, even. Some of you could be experiencing some physical symptoms with this. And it's just because I'm getting this suppression. Like I feel like you need to suppress yourself around this person. And Spirit's just calling attention to that. So, oh my gosh, pile 3, I need final advice cards, because you're actually doing really amazing. I think that this person's just really affecting you, and I don't think it's affecting you in a nice way. I think it's affecting you in a more negative, constricting way. And I know you are a person that wants to expand. You've already done a lot of expansion. So you want a partner or a person that's around you to expand with you. And I think that this person's not doing that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, Spirit's saying, like, again, be more impartial about, like, when this person is triggered, that it's not because of you. Like, you're not doing anything wrong, pile 3. And I think you know that, but I also think that there's been a wound that you've had around this specific issue. So, again, I want you to make sure that, like, if you're being triggered, like, I don't want your inner child might be going like, this is because of I did this and because I did this, and like, don't take that on, because like it's not about you. And I'm telling your inner child right now, it is not about you. I promise it's not about you. I know it's hard, and I know it looks like it's about you, but it's really not. And Spirit's saying try to be as impartial to this as you can, and realize that this is their shit and this is not your stuff. Like, you've done the work. You are good to go. I'm getting like, this is just a situation that you're dealing with, and it may be a Saturn lesson. And it may be a lesson that like to like hone your power even more, which is not a fun. It's a very challenging, not fun way to hone your power, but it's effective if you do the work. It really is effective. I know I've dealt with it. Discovery. I think that you're discovering that they're insecure. Yes, pile 3. Yes, you are discovering that this person's insecurity is what's actually going on. Like, this is not about your power, and this is not about the way you're moving or what you're saying or how you're doing or what you're going after or the way you love. This is not about that. This is about their own insecurity, and I think you're just discovering this, and you're like, really? Like, really? I'm getting like this, like, are you serious? Yeah, you are so destined to, there's a destiny to complete this in some way and release this. I don't like saying that, Spirit. I didn't even say it. It's destined that this is going to be completed, and you're going to release this, and you're just going to have to feel a lot of grief to go through it. And I don't like saying that because I don't like talking about destiny, but I'm seeing where you are, and I'm seeing how much healing you've done, and I'm seeing you like really be like, I'm not willing to deal with this for long term if it keeps happening, is what I'm getting. So since that's happening, if they don't change, then the destiny is that you will release this, and that you will complete this, and that you will have to grieve this, which really sucks. And I think that you're just upset about, I think that's what you're upset about. You're like, if this doesn't change, like, I'm going to have to grieve this, and I don't want to have to release this, and I don't want this to have to be a completion. I want this to be destiny. I want this to be something that is working. I want them to heal. I want them to work with me. And I don't feel like, I just don't know if they're gonna do it. You know, I don't think you do either, for sure, which is why you're like, what do I do here? And it's not something you're gonna have to do. And focus on your creations. You have such ability to create, pile 3. I'm telling you, you've done a lot of work. I'm really proud of you. So you've done a lot of work on your self-worth. and you've persevered through lots of hard things. And if this is something that is destined to be released by you and something that you have to complete, you will be able to do it, pile 3. And I think you know that, but I just think you just don't want to have to go through it, which I totally get. Like, you're just like, do I have to do this? Like, really? Do I really have to do this? But you're headed either way towards really beautiful stuff, because I just see, again, I see how much you've healed this. And I see all of the tools and the resources that you've gained from your whole path, your whole thing. And I see how much power you have, and you are destined for really beautiful things. I just think that you're going through a tough time with someone else, and I think that it's causing you a lot of pain, and I think you're looking at it, and I think it's probably a lot in your energy, and I feel for you, and you will get through this. This too shall pass. It really will. And I really hope that they can heal, and I think you do too. And I don't know what they're going to do yet, and I don't think you do either. So I think you're just like trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Trying to see what's going to happen. Okay, pile 3, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.